from downtown Spokane. This is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Thanks for being with us here on this special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Jordan Smith. An update to the fire burning just east of Moscow tonight. Evacuation orders have been reduced for the now 125-acre Wallen fire from level 3 to level 2. That means people living in that area shaded on your screen there can return home, but they should be ready to leave at a moment's notice. According to the Idaho Department of Lands, the fire is now 50% contained. All road closures are still in place. We'll continue to update you as this progresses on our website, kxly.com. And the Goosemas fire burning near the United States and Canada border in Ferry County is now 100% contained. That's according to fire officials. We now know the fire, which has burned over 1,700 acres, was initially caused by a power line. Incident management tells us that smoke will still be visible for at least several weeks inside the fire perimeter, like you can see here in some of these pictures. But the fire is not likely to spread past the containment line. Big Goosemas Road and 4th of July Road are still closed to the public. Access is available for local residents only. Well, it was a chilly start to the weekend today, but sunny nonetheless. We'll send things over to meteorologist Matt Gray to see if there are any warmer days ahead this week.
If you do like the warm weather, Jordan, I think you're going to like what we have in store for Sunday. Here are highs for tomorrow. We are taking a big jump in temperatures for Sunday and for a good chunk of the week beyond. Really, it's only going to be in some of our more sheltered valleys where the sun angle is already low enough to seriously affect some of our afternoon temperatures in places, for example, like Spirit Lake, where we'll only reach the upper 60s. But a lot of us, we're on the road to the mid 70s. And if it doesn't happen today or it doesn't happen tomorrow, it'll happen either Monday or Tuesday where you live, if not even sooner. Now, let's go back for just a second. Let's compare that to today, where our high in Spokane was only 61 degrees, just a couple below our average. So things are going to feel significantly warmer tomorrow afternoon, and we stay in that mode here through the beginning of the week with only a slight cool down anticipated by the time we get to Wednesday. Either way, with those average highs in the mid 60s, we will be in a solid 5 to 10 degrees above our average for the foreseeable future. As for our temperatures right now, temperatures in the 40s and 50s. There's still going to be a chance for some frost out there. I'll show you where, and we'll break down the rest of your Sunday forecast hour by hour coming up.
All right, Matt, thank you for that. Last night, the Spokane Fire Department responded to a fire at a popular restaurant on the South Hill. The call came in around 8:30 last night for a commercial fire at Republic Pie near 29th and Grant. An employee told us that the fire started in the kitchen, forcing the restaurant to close early. No word yet on the damages or when they'll be able to reopen. A working smoke alarm has the power to save lives during a house fire, and today the Spokane Fire Department and Red Cross teamed up to offer free installations to more homes in Spokane. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yartz got a look at this initiative, and she shares what you need to know to make sure you and your loved ones are safe.
500 homes in the Chief Gary Park neighborhood had the opportunity today to get a new smoke alarm installed. The fire department tells me that having a smoke alarm that is up to date, working correctly, and in all of the necessary rooms is essential and can really mean saving a life in the matter of an emergency.
We can have as little as 2 minutes to safely evacuate if there's a fire in the place that we live. So having that smoke alarm, not only in the right place, but also in the lifetime of the smoke alarm, can really make the difference so that we know what to do and what our evacuation plan is as well.
For the last decade, the Spokane Fire Department has teamed up with the Red Cross to install smoke alarms in homes, focusing on areas that are at high risk.
When we pick those areas, we're really intentional on picking. We pick homes that have had a high number of working fires in the neighborhood.
According to the Spokane Fire Department, Chief Gary Park has had over 24 house fires in the last 5 years. Today, 25 volunteers went door to door offering help.
When we knock on the door, we're generally really greeted with appreciation and thank you, because thinking about the needs of your smoke alarm is something that's not necessarily in the forefront of a lot of people's minds.
As for the key things you need to know to keep your home safe, make sure you get a new smoke alarm every 10 years. Have a smoke alarm in every bedroom, the hallways outside, and every floor of your home. Test your smoke alarm once a month and change the batteries of your smoke alarm every year. These free installations are available year-round for low-income, owner-occupied homes in Spokane. For more info, check our website at kxly.com. Reporting in Spokane, Alexandra Konyarts, 4 News Now.
Some really good reminders there. All right, coming up here after the break, Sydney Berger will be back here to break down highlights from Gonzaga's annual craziness in the kennel. She shares why the players are feeling confident heading into this upcoming basketball season. And we'll take a look at what's left of a 400-mile highway in the southeast. Progress on rebuilding after Hurricane Helene. Coming up after the break.
And we're keeping an eye on the radar, but there is not much to see, at least in Washington State and North Idaho. Plenty going on up north, and I think it's going to stay that way for a little while. Your forecast for the rest of the weekend and beyond up after this.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by Alpha Omega Tours.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for loud sneezers. Gesundheit. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Each month, 4 News Now is focusing on a cause that's important to our community by helping to get the message out. This is good for you to know.
At Ability, we can empower anyone with a disability to realize their dreams and their goals. Our staff are a bunch of dedicated individuals who absolutely love what they do and have a passion and a heart for this work. The real magic happens when our job developers build that relationship with the business, then they'll introduce the client to that business, and then the outcome happens. And then down the road, you see that culture within the workplace develop and change. You can't put a price on what our folks can bring to the work environment. They're getting that interaction out in the community. That's how that becomes super powerful. You know, it elevates not only the client, but the family as well. When life says you can't, Ability says you can.
I'm a real wild one.
Life is wild. There's work to be done. Adventure around every corner. And a truck that handles it all. The new 2024 Ford F-150 Wild Edition. It's rugged, loaded with tech, and built to go wild. Get a wild deal on an F-150 today. Lease a 2024 F-150 SDX 4x4 for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Hot tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Today and tomorrow. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Gonzaga is 1 month away from opening night against Baylor, but the fans in the kennel didn't want to wait that long to see this new Zags team in action. Students and fans packed McCarthy Athletic Center to see what this roster was all about, and I'll tell you firsthand, they didn't disappoint. We're still weeks away from the start of Gonzaga's season, but the kennel was already seating a sold-out crowd. Fans got to witness a team built of the Zags' top playmakers who are back for another season and some big names that have transferred into the program. A three-point contest won by Dusty Stromer and a scrimmage that came down to the final seconds answered a question we already knew the answer to. The talent and depth this team has is undeniable.
I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Coming into practice every day, looking around like we gotta go up against these dudes every day. I think the practices might be harder than the games. I can't say that yet, but as of now, it's been grueling and it's been a lot of fun, super competitive, and I think it's gonna help us for this non-conference schedule we have, which is gonna be really difficult.
While the talent displayed today wasn't a surprise to head coach Mark Few, this this was. While the Zags were grinding during the offseason, Few was off at his summer gig, casually winning a gold medal as an assistant coach with Team USA, and a signed ball was presented to him by his family. Another accolade to add to Coach's long list, and while that job is finished, the Zags are just getting their season started. Joe Few is confident they'll be a real contender in March. Of course, a national championship is every team's goal, but this team has the looks to make it deep into the postseason.
They do, Jordan. They really do.
Yeah. Depending on how this crisis continues, vans like these will be loaded up with supplies and driven by local volunteers to areas affected by Helene. And we'll have another glimpse of the aftermath of Helene right here after the break. Both presidential candidates visited areas affected by the storm just 1 month away from Election Day. We've got the details on the race to the White House coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a pour-over purist? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
From the ages of 13 to 15, I experienced childhood sexual abuse, and the abuse ended when I became pregnant. I made the choice to end my pregnancy. In Congress, Dave Reichert voted to ban abortion nationwide. He voted against exceptions. Reichert said as governor, he would work to unravel protection for abortion access here, and I think that is cruel. If Reichert becomes governor, I believe women are in danger. He's wrong for Washington.
Hot tub, hot tub, hot tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory today and tomorrow. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
I know I've messed up in the past. From now on, there will be $0
delivery fee.
What?
With Dash Pass, you pay $0 delivery fee on DoorDash.
To zero!
Dash Pass, your door to $0 delivery fees. DoorDash.
I love working out at Move Fitness.
The staff here is so friendly.
It's just got great energy.
You walk in and people are pushing sleds on the turf.
You got people running or walking on treadmills.
This atmosphere is what keeps me coming in.
And you get it all for about $1 a day. This is where I look forward to coming every day.
They really have something for everyone.
I tell people all the time, Move Fitness is the best.
Join the movement. When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments. Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
With just 1 month until Election Day, Donald Trump returned to the same venue where a gunman tried to assassinate him on July 13th, while the vice president traveled to North Carolina for an update on recovery efforts following Hurricane Helene. Here's ABC's Chuck Severson with the details.
Donald Trump returning to Butler, Pennsylvania, addressing supporters at a rally in the same venue where he survived an assassination attempt back in July.
So 12 weeks ago, we all took a bullet for America, and all we are all asking is that everyone goes out and votes. We got to win.
Secret Service snipers poised on top of buildings. The former president remembering the man who was killed during that July rally.
This field is now a monument to the valor of our first responders, to the resilience of our fellow citizens, and to the sacrifice of a loving and devoted father.
Vice President Kamala Harris traveled to Charlotte, North Carolina on Saturday, meeting with the governor and receiving an update from officials.
What you are seeing, thanks to you, the Biden-Harris administration, state and local officials, This has been a massive, unprecedented response.
Harris thanking everyone that is working on the recovery.
We're talking about people who are leaders, who are from the communities that have been hardest hit. And I think we all have to recognize and thank them for the nobility of their work.
The former president also visited areas hard hit by Helene, appearing with Georgia's Republican Governor Brian Kemp on Friday for the first time since Trump bashed him for standing by Georgia's 2020 election results. President Biden expressed concerns the 2024 election may not be peaceful.
Things that Trump has said and the things that he said last time out when he didn't like the outcome of the election were very dangerous.
But the president did stress he believes the election will be free and fair. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News, New York.
In New York, a controversial Vote for Trump sign has been covered up. A representative of the community Sticker Mule asked the city of Amsterdam about putting up the massive sign in August. The sign did not comply with the city's permit requirements, but the city said Sticker Mule could apply for a variance anyway. According to the mayor, they didn't hear any more until the sign went up without permission on October 1st. The city has responded by covering up the sign, calling it a code violation. But the CEO of Sticker Mule says he plans to light up the sign on Monday despite the restraining order. In Washington, you can expect to get your ballots in the mail by October 18th. Washington Secretary of State Steve Hobbs wants to remind you to take it to a drop box by 8 o'clock on November 5th. Secretary Hobbs stepped by our studio this week to answer some questions about election security, and he said that there are many checks in the system along the way to make sure that your vote is counted. He also says the process is secure and very transparent.
If you have even more curiosity about the process or any doubts in our election whatsoever, you can actually see the process with your own eyes by going to the county. They always welcome observers.
And you can also track your ballot by going to votewa.gov. Secretary Hobbs wants voters to know their voice does matter, especially in local races that can be decided by just a few votes. Next month, Michael Baumgartner and Carmela Conroy will face off in the race to represent Washington's 5th district in Congress. The winner will replace Representative Kathy McMorris Rodgers, who's occupied the seat since 2005. Our Kirsten O'Connor sat down with the Congresswoman to talk about her nearly 2 decades in Congress and her plans for what's next.
Well, it's been an amazing journey to be a farm kid from Kettle Falls, working alongside my parents and brother at Peachcrest Fruit Basket and Orchard, and then now to be serving in Congress representing the amazing people of Eastern Washington. It's been an honor of a lifetime.
What are some of the results that you've seen and are really proud of at the end of this career?
Right. Well, it's traveling the district, it's listening to people, and then going to work on Capitol Hill to get results. And legislation around the ABLE Act. That's one of the bills that I'm most proud of to have been a part of, achieving a better life experience for individuals with disabilities. It took us 7 years.
She emphasized her priority to protect the 4 lower Snake River dams.
They transform this region. They're very important to agriculture for flood control and navigation of product up and down the river. But they also provide low-cost, affordable, reliable electricity, and it's clean.
Representative McMorris Rodgers also co-chairs the Abraham Accords Caucus, a bipartisan effort to promote peace in the Middle East and ensure Israel's right to exist.
The Abraham Accords were the government to government, but we've been focusing on people to people as well as the economic. So if we can open up more economic opportunities in the Middle East, I believe that that's going to be part of the key to bringing peace.
With the vice presidential debate this week, McMorris Rodgers encouraged people to vote and said she's concerned about low voter turnout.
As a Republican, I believe in the principles of the Republican Party. I believe in freedom. I believe in a limited role for the federal government, more local control. I believe that we want a government that is accountable and responsive. I believe in free markets, free speech. And so the Republican Party is really about the ideas that were started way back with Abraham Lincoln as the first Republican president. But, you know, it's much larger than any one person. It's about the ideas and the principles. And that's what, you know, I believe we need to continue to fight for in our nation.
And do you believe the party still aligns with those values?
Yes, those have long defined the Republican Party, and they're going to continue to define the Republican Party.
She says Eastern Washington is home.
What's next for you? Will you be here?
Yes, I'm looking forward to being able to spend more time here. The kids are in school here in Eastern Washington and in Spokane, and our home is here, and I'm looking forward to being able to be present more here and exploring what's next as far as what life is going to look like.
Well, still to come here after the break, those living in Spokane's West Central neighborhood may find the area safer to walk around in. We'll share some details from one of the 11 proposed projects aimed at making the area more accessible so neighbors can get to where they need to be safely. And we'll show you slopes near the Idaho-Montana border in this week's Air for Adventure. We're already talking about skiing. Stick around for a bird's eye view of Lookout Pass.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Starting at $3.99, you can get one, make it a double, or go for 3 delicious patties. Go as big as you want with my Bonus Jack combo starting at $3.99. Now you can say you're loving it and actually mean it. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale today and tomorrow. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
If you want carpet that feels this good, see the selection at Carpet Barn. For a limited time, get free installation with in-stock carpet paired with an exclusive cushion. Carpet Barn stocks hundreds of choices of the latest carpets. Get free professional installation at Carpet Barn. Visit Carpet Barn today and let our expert team bring your vision to life at unbeatable prices. This sale won't last long. Get free installation on luxurious carpet at Carpet Barn.
Our kitchen used to look like this. So I went to the Power Design Center, where they helped me choose my cabinets, countertops, and hardware, and we love the results.
Par, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Get ready to bump
and rock on.
It's a 2-night celebration on Dancing with the Stars.
You have the groove.
Monday, boogie down with Soul Train Night.
Let's go! Tuesday, we're rocking on Hair Metal Night. What are you doing to me?
Dancing with the Stars 2-night event starts Monday, 8/7 Central on ABC and Disney+. Stream next day on Hulu.
4 News Now and ABC World News Tonight.
Delivering reliable information in uncertain times.
Knowing where to turn for news is crucial. Turn to ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And 4 News Now with Derek Dice and Kirsten O'Connor.
Not to name names, but most burger places don't even sell tacos. Meanwhile, I've got my new bacony $3 mummy wrap monster taco and 2 original monster tacos for just $3. Take notes, Ronald. Oops, I named names.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Thanks for staying with us here on the special edition of 4 News Now. Streets in Spokane's West Central neighborhood could soon become safer and more accessible. This is the result of months of community-driven efforts to improve infrastructure. Our Alexandra Conyard spoke with the team behind the initiative and explains what's next for this important project.
After 6 months of gathering input from the community here in West Central, the city has come up with a list of proposed projects. One of those is to get a greenway here on Elm Street. That's just one of the 11 proposed projects, all aimed at making West Central a more walkable, bikeable, and safer place to live.
It's pieces to connect it together so that we can just easily move about the neighborhood and do so safely is what's really the challenge at the moment.
Morgan Thomas and her family were out on a bike ride in West Central today. While they enjoyed their time, they had to do this, bike on the road, because there aren't any bike lanes.
Obviously, we can ride down the street, but without the right infrastructure, it can be really dangerous, especially as our kids get older and more independent.
The West Central Infrastructure Project hopes to change that by making it safer for families like the Thomases to enjoy daily activities.
These types of projects are working on activating those spaces and making it easier and safer to bike around and to walk around throughout your neighborhood.
Analysis and community feedback also pointed to a need for traffic calming projects, especially on Boone and Dean Avenue. For Brian Thomas, Morgan's husband, the need for these improvements is clear.
Lots of kids that will just go play at the park on their own independently, and it's awesome, but we'd like to make sure that they can do so safely.
The project is moving into its next phase, turning all of the gathered input into concept designs. But first, the city wants your input on which projects should be prioritized. You can find the details on how to share your thoughts on our website at kxly.com. Reporting in Spokane, Alexandra Conyards, 4 News Now.
The Housing Choice Voucher Program at the Spokane Housing Authority has stopped. This program helps qualifying families find housing and receive rental assistance. Emma Hughes works as the COO of Family Promise Spokane. She says about 30% of people there use this program.
So the housing vouchers are a big part of how we help families get in and maintain their housing on their own.
Hughes says she's not sure when or if this program will start back up again, but without it, Family Promise isn't sure what their next steps will be. Hughes says the community can help by becoming educated on the homelessness crisis and by giving in any way they can, whether that's through time, money, or any kind of donation. Well, we've got some warmer days ahead of us, but as we all know, as we head into the fall, this sun will not last forever. Meteorologist Matt Gray knows all too well about that. He's here to give us the most updated weather timeline, Matt.
Oh, yeah. It can become cloudy and dreary for weeks on end at any week now, the way things go sometimes around here. So let's enjoy some of that sunshine while we've got it and some of these pretty mild October temperatures. We're popping up into the 70s tomorrow. For some places, that's going to be a 10-degree jump, and some places even more from where we were today. And after that, we stay in this neighborhood of low to mid 70s through at least the middle of the week. We'll likely start cooling off a little bit more after that, but that is a good solid 4-day stretch of some very nice temperatures here, considering the time of the year that it is. And that's going to help us out. Gardener folks, if you still got some plants that are still hanging on there, well, you're going to like this. Temperatures right now in the 40s and low 50s, and it is still going to be quite a chilly evening in many areas around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene tonight. Deer Park's down to 33, Meade's down to 35, Spirit Lake and 9 Mile down to 36, Spangle in the frost zone as well at around 37. However, we should stay away from those frostier conditions along the I-90 corridor and in many other parts not shown on this map, and we will continue to see those low temperatures rise as we head through the next couple of days. So still some gardening time left, still some sunshine to soak in, especially on Monday, but the clouds start rolling in for the middle of the week, but it doesn't look like much rain is going to be coming along for the ride. So we're going to talk about rain chances as far ahead as we can look coming up.
All right, Matt, thank you. And hey, it is starting to finally feel like fall, and anticipation, it's not only building for basketball season like we were talking about earlier, but it's also building for the start of ski and snowboarding season. It's time to get pumped up. And this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're giving you a bird's eye view of the slopes near the Idaho-Montana border. Let's take a ride on the Air 4 drone over Lookout Pass.
We're at Lookout Pass here today, and we're enjoying an awesome day, and conditions are just sweet. Lookout's a very family-friendly area. We've been operating, we're the oldest ski area in Idaho since 1935, and we've been operating continuously ever since. It's just been nice, easy terrain, a nice mix of terrain, but what's really exciting is what we have coming on in the future with the expansion of the back bowl. High quality snow, averaging over 400 inches a year. The past 2 years, we've had 462 and 502 inches. We do not have any snowmaking, but I will say that we've been blessed by Mother Nature and Old Man Winter because it falls from the heavens. We have terrain that's challenging for both skiers and snowboarders. We have some terrain parks that are nice and fun. We've got one of the longest natural half pipes on the mountain. It's an old drainage from a mine at the top. It's called Rolling Thunder. A lot of our senior skiers really like this easy transition from the parking lot They can literally walk on a flat surface, no steps, no stairs, right to the lift, start skiing. Kind of going up the chairlift line, just a little off to the left side of the chairlift line is known as the Idaho face, and the other side is known as the Montana face because that's the dividing line between the two states. Everything on the mountain's open, so that you got to get here and have fun.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASE certified, and you can start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about a quarter of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Today and tomorrow. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
I know I've messed up in the past. From now on, there will be $0
delivery fee.
What?
With Dash Pass, you pay $0 delivery fee on DoorDash.
To $0!
Dash Pass, your door to $0 delivery fees. DoorDash.
Robin Nance, 4 News Now anchor, trusted journalist.
As news anchors, we are journalists. It's important for us to get out and tell the stories. It helps to build the trust that we have with each other. I look for stories that I know impact our community, impact you, impact me. I'm a mom. I want to bring light to the things that will make you safe and your family safe.
Watch Robin Nance and 4 News Now on TV, online, and streaming free on KXLY Plus.
It's crunch time for the 4 News Now sports team.
High school and college football season.
Covering the kids you know and the teams you love.
Local players, local fans, inspirational athletes, and in-depth analysis.
Catch the 4 News Now sports team every night.
The Tire Store for winter tires with no credit hassles. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASE certified, start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Welcome back. If you want to take a trip back to the 16th century this weekend, you'll want to head over to Colbert, Washington for the Spokane Renaissance Fair. The event is open to knights and dames of all ages and will include jousting, performances, and a brand new tavern where you can get mead and ciders. Spokane Entertainers Guild Chair Rachel Oscarson says this event is the perfect way for people to learn about the 1500s and have a lot of fun in the process.
We have entertainment and we have vendors that are amazing. This is a beautiful piece of land. The sunrise, the sunset, it smells like nature. It's just fantastic.
And again, the Renaissance Fair, it runs for one more day. So clear your schedule for tomorrow. Go to Colbert. Everything you need to know can be found on our website, KXLY.com. Matt, seems like you would really be into the jousting. I could see it now. I feel like you'd win.
You know, I haven't done the old horseback riding in a while.
Been a second?
Yeah, I feel like I would just fall right off like a sack of potatoes.
Oh yeah, I would look like the most unathletic guy out there. So, but I hear the food is amazing.
Hey,
so
yeah, find me one of them turkey legs.
Right.
I was up on the bluff today, and I almost got myself one at one of them fall festivals up there. So. It's that time of year.
That's
fall
right.
food, fall fun, fall festivals. Everybody's having fun this weekend. How beautiful the weather is. That said, you know me, I've got to be looking for something. And I've been looking for some rain because we still are in quite the rain deficit here in the inland Northwest. You see this swirling system that just passed over the Dakotas in Minnesota? Well, that was where our rain came from back on Friday. You've also got, and by the way, this will be showing up on your national news feeds here pretty soon. This is Tropical Storm Milton, which looks like it's going to be another dangerous hurricane headed for the state of Florida, another one just a couple of weeks after. And then off in the Pacific, you can see lots of cloud activity, lots of stuff going on, but it's all just kind of junk that's not really bringing much to the party. And so we're not expecting a whole lot in the rain gauge as we go over the next week. We got a good start, though, with that rain on Friday, 0.16 inches in Spokane officially. That is more than all of September. That is more than all of July. That's more than those two combined. It's a good 60% of what we got in August. So we just need to keep stacking up days like these. The thing is, we got to find them first, and that, at least for the next few days, looks like it's going to be a bit of a difficult process. So we see lots of sunshine for tomorrow and for Monday. Going to be some beautiful days out there. Some cloud cover starts to roll in, though, as things get a little bit more unsettled for the middle of the week. Here's the thing, though. All that moisture, well, it's not really turning into much rain. They're getting some wet weather, even some snow up in the mountains of BC, but all we're getting on our side of the Cascades are just some clouds. And, well, those aren't helping us much at all. And really our only opportunity, I think, at this point is going to be whatever comes down here on Friday. It looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Those will be the weak fronts, the little systems that try to come through. You look into the middle of October, and the further inland you go from the coast, the more likely it is to be drier than normal heading into the middle of the month. So we got to find some rain. Hopefully we can see some changes in the positive direction for the forecast on Friday. But we'll keep you informed on that, obviously, because I'm sure plenty of people will want to get their weekend started off right. Here is the end of this weekend. Man, it's going to be beautiful. Temperatures in the 70s, lots of sunshine, a little crisp in the morning. You can't ask for much better than that. There are your lows, and then here's your highs across the region for tomorrow. Some sheltered valleys only into the upper 60s in northeast Washington and the panhandle of Idaho. LC Valley, that's going to be our hot spot, with a high of around 81. Now, as far as your plans for next weekend, yes, there is going to be something that we're going to be watching for that Friday time frame. However, it looks like high pressure returns just in time for next weekend. We often get into these patterns sometimes in these transition seasons, fall and spring, where things come around right about the same time every week. So are we in that right now? Well, hopefully, that way we can get some more rain in the rain gauge and some more beautiful weather next weekend.
All right, Matt. Yeah, looking good up there. Thanks for that. Well, right now is the German-American Society. They are hosting their annual Oktoberfest at the Deutsch House in Spokane. This highly anticipated community event, it's also a fundraiser. And it's all happening here until 11 in this historic building that's 127 years old. The Oktoberfest celebration includes singing, there's going to be dancing and live polka music from the Oompas and Maas. Guests will be able to eat a traditional German dinner with authentic imported German beer.
We're having fun, and we have good dinners, we have good beer, and we have a lot of fun to go along with it, so along with the history.
And along with that food, there's going to be stein holding contests and chances to learn more about the German culture. Again, this is going on until 11 o'clock tonight. There's still time for you to make your way over and join in on the fun. Well, still ahead, the Idaho Vandals. They have played one of the more grueling schedules in the FCS level, and it did not get any easier today. We got the highlights from their top 25 homecoming showdown against NAU after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So, boss man, what are we doing today?
Oh, just annual maintenance.
Annual maintenance?
Yeah, the yearly tune-up to keep the heating and cooling stuff running. Wait, you do get tune-ups on your HVAC equipment, right?
Totally unrelated, but can you come by my house after this and maybe check out my system?
Hot tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Today and tomorrow. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Discover fall in Coeur d'Alene. Experience the hidden treasure of autumn in our serene lakeside town. As the lively energy of summer subsides, the town embraces the tranquility of fall. Guests can unwind and find solace by the glistening lake. See for yourself why fall is Coeur d'Alene's best-kept secret. Book your fall foliage lake cruise overnight package now and make memories that will warm your heart for years to come.
Let go of your butts.
I'm back, y'all!
Are you ready? We're ready.
We can't wait. Showtime.
I am a single mom with 3 kids. Helping the cops solve a murder is literally the easiest part of my day.
What is she supposed to do?
Spot the things my detectives miss.
Ta-da!
I'm not here to replace Dad, but it's time for me to do something for myself. I'm ready to find the next love of my life.
The ship is heaven. It's your job to keep everybody alive.
1, 2, clear.
I have a pulse. Amanda was lying.
Why would somebody fake cancer?
Here we go.
Let's go! What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
That's the one thing you don't want to miss.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
Well, the Idaho Vandals have built themselves quite the resume this season. They held their own against the Oregon Ducks, collected some big-time wins against Wyoming, some other top 25 FCS teams. But despite their early success, they came into today still searching for their first Big Sky Conference win, and they'd have a tough homecoming test against a talented NAU team. It was a packed Kibbie Dome today. The Vandal faithful hoping for a win. Jack Wagner getting the place loud. He connects with a wide-open Mike Martinez for the score. That's Martinez's first catch of the season. Great time to get that under your belt. But later on, the Jacks, they would answer. Ty Pennington is going to have the ball on midfield. He's going to load up here, sell the pump fake. Look at the double move by the receiver at the top of your screen there. He's going to find a wide open Brazai White. That's a 50-yard touchdown pass. NAU takes the lead 7-6, but that'd be short-lived. The Vandals, they would drive down the field and leave the rest to Nate the Great Thomas. The running back goes untouched into the end zone for the 13-yard score. He needs to buy that O-line a steak dinner for the lanes they opened up for him there. The Vandals would lead 23-10, but the Jacks, they would claw back into this game. Fourth quarter, 4th down. The Lumberjacks down to their last gasp. They'd be at midfield, down 6. Here it is. Need a completion to keep the game alive. Dwayne McDougal, he says, not today. He wanted the pick there. Didn't get it. Didn't matter. Turnover on downs. And the Vandals, they survive another top 25 test. They hang on for the homecoming win, 23-17. And for the Vandals, the road, it's not getting any easier. They're on the road this next week, taking on the undefeated number 3 Montana State Bobcats under the national spotlight. That game's going to be on ESPN2. And remember, the Vandals won last year's game after the Cats missed a game-winning field goal. So it's going to be a showdown in Bozeman next Saturday. Kickoff's at 7:15. Stay with us. Matt's coming back with another look at weather.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And low prices that add up to big savings, like over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Today and tomorrow. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Papa Murphy's everyday value lineup means big savings on big flavors, like our new shredded pepperoni, crumbled sausage, or classic cheese pizzas, all for the small price of $7.99 each. Order now at papamurphys.com.
You're a storyteller, negotiator, artist, innovator. Whatever your passion, whatever your skills, behind the scenes or in front, you belong here. A career in broadcast media. Local radio and TV stations in every town and city need someone like you. So do what you love and bring your talent to life. Make a difference in your community. Your passion, your skills, your career. You belong here.
4 News Now anchors, not just in the newsroom, but in the community, doing the work, listening to you, asking questions to help keep your family safe. We're the people you trust on your screens and in your neighborhood. We'll always be there on 4 News Now.
All right, folks, here is one last look at your forecast. A little breezy, a little cloudy for the middle of the week. Otherwise, you know, don't look too far ahead. Look at the beautiful couple of days that we've got coming up here. Sunday looks great. Monday looks even better. And before you know it, those 70s will be gone. So you got to enjoy them while they're here.
About to say, those 70s all across the board there, it seems. I'm with it. I'm with that. We mentioned Northern Arizona University earlier tonight in our sports coverage, and they're back in the news. Apparently, the university closed their dormitory after several bats, including one that tested positive for rabies, was found inside the building. The school had to relocate more than 500 students from the dorm. The important thing is no one has been hurt. Just in time for Halloween. That's awful.
Okay, well.
Good
luck.
Yeah, good thing that game was played in the dome today. That would have been a tough away game. All right, thanks for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow.